wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, call till you spaz, and he'll have to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
You got a little Friday action going on. Welcome to the KVJ Show. The weekend is here. Ready to celebrate. You know, we still got technically a little free-for-all Friday going on today because, you know, even though kids are back in school, I insist that summertime doesn't end until we get to that Labor Day weekend.
I love it.
Yes. So I think we got to keep it going. So we're going to be doing some party music today.
I love it.
Uh-huh. I'm excited because I see on the docket for tonight at I Think Financial Amphitheater, Motley Crue and Vince Neil are going to be lip-syncing to their best songs ever.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
You got to throw a little crew in the lineup today.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's where I go with that. I was kind of working over that last night because, you know, I'm really close to it. I'm like, where do we go with that? And I looked up, and they say that their most popular commercial song was Dr. Feelgood. I was like, I don't know. Kickstart My Heart was up there, and also Home Sweet Home. Home Sweet Home's a little too soft. Girls, 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 you would think, too, because that was a massive hit.
Now, is there a way they could do all of this, have the whole band play, but have Vince not show up? Just have the guys rock out?
Yeah, without any, you know, I don't know if they really need them. It would be great, honestly. Like, if they could do it, the best way to see Motley Crue right now would be to have the band playing the music. Since Vince doesn't sing anyway, just go on ahead and play his track to a hologram, younger, slim Vince.
Now we're talking.
Yes, that I would consider going to that show.
Yeah, that would be different.
I would not see what they have right now, what they're going to put on stage tonight.
You could do three different versions of Vince and his best years. Like when he's real young.
Yes.
Middle young, and towards the end of his...
You don't see Vince much after 92.
No.
That's kind of when Vince just need to probably go away. So, yeah. Yeah, so you got that going on tonight. We'll make sure you don't miss anything, though. We got a full rundown of all the things going to be going on this weekend. Do you have huge plans yet, Virginia?
I think on Saturday we're heading up to Vero.
Okay.
We're going to go do a little Vero jaunt, so that'll be fun. Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday, I've got a birthday brunch.
Okay.
I've got Dine Out Fort Lauderdale with Jbird. And then I've got the Moose Lodge. So Sunday is jam-packed.
Sunday, okay. Sunday's your big day.
Yeah, Sunday's the big day.
Yeah, you guys are going to be at Sicilian Oven on Oakland Park in Fort Lauderdale for a cooking demo with Chef Andrew.
Yes, fancy.
Yes, I'm not sure if Jbird will be there or Captain Crust. I'm talking to Captain Crust. He's going to try to get there.
I think both of them should be there. Is that possible?
And have them talk to each other on the microphone?
That would be something. That would be amazing. I would like to see that.
Okay. I can even throw in a third person to add in as another interviewer to interview both of them.
Oh, okay.
Cy Dobbins. He gets the story right every time.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Yeah. He's British and he's credible.
Okay, I got to see this.
If you could do a half and half costume, I would love to just see the reaction to people that don't know what you're doing. And you do an interview with yourself where you ask the question, and then when you answer, you turn around, and then you're the other character on the other side. I don't know if I've ever seen a one-on-one interview, but it could be done for the first time.
People in the crowd would call in a 5150. They'd be like, we need a psychiatric evaluation.
Well, that's what I want
at
to see.
Sicilian Oven.
I want to see the right side Jbird, the left side Captain Crust. And then you'd be like, so Captain Crust, tell me, how'd you get in here today? And then you just turn to the right, and then you answer in your superhero voice, well, Jason.
And then all of a sudden, I kind of have a nervous breakdown, and I get stuck in a character, but it's the mime, and all of a sudden,
oh, wow.
they're leading
You're going to take
out.
it to a whole other extra complicated level.
Just focus on two.
Yeah, I just keep it simple, yeah.
People like me can't focus on two.
No.
Ever.
Okay. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. A little Friday KVJ for you. If you're getting all fired up, got a little weekend going on here in South Florida. I'm pretty excited because football action is going on. It's just crazy. Now you can turn on the TV and you got football games that are on. You had some preseason action that was going on last night, and I know it's nothing that really counts, but hey, at least it's football, right?
Yeah, weren't the Steelers on last night?
Yeah, they were.
I thought I saw.
So you get to see some of the younger players because, especially early in the preseason, they put the starters in for like 3 plays and then they're like, all right, get out of there. And then, the other guys take over. But yeah, it was still kind of fun to see some of the younger guys, to see what the team might have, on a bigger level. So that's all kind of cool. You did have some high school action that was going on. Games do count. Jupiter looks like they're going to be good. They rolled Seminole Ridge last night, looking decent.
Okay, Warriors, we're taking note.
Yep. I think St. Andrews is going to be pretty good this year, too. They took down Boynton Beach 28-14 last night.
Okay, St. Andrews, I don't know your mascot, but we're watching.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it Andrew?
The Scots.
Oh, the Scots.
They're the Scots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Palm Beach Lakes is really good or Boca's that bad, but it was 42-0 last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, either it was great offense or unbelievable defense.
Who knows?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, you never know. It's early. Maybe they can turn it around. The big game this weekend coming up, you got Cardinal Newman Vero Beach that is going to be going on tonight.
Who, you got any money on this thing?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to go Cardinal Newman Crusaders. They're just down the street from me, and Cole Hauser's son, Colt, plays for Cardinal Newman. So, I think I got to put a little bit of love in there. If you love Yellowstone, you got to go Cardinal Newman.
Okay.
That'd be my thought. Yeah. But there's a couple other really good games going, too. You got Miami Northwestern taking on Palm Beach Central. So it's kind of cool because you got a little bit more of a mix in the preseason here. You see teams that are playing outside of their range a little bit.
Now, do you know if these preseason stats count towards the players' stats? Because I know back in the day when we played baseball, preseason sometimes would not count towards your stats. So if you had a bad preseason, you got it out of the way.
Yeah, they have kind of like a week 0, but I think that they've kind of gotten those out. I think these games are counting from what I can understand. I believe they started the season. Either way, they got some great matchups, so you can get that going on.
Yeah, you have to, back in the day, Virginia, you had to at least go to 4 classes the day of a game. So if you only went to 3, you weren't eligible. Oh. So I would put my time in for my 4th.
You get your 4 and then get out of there. 4 and hit the door?
I was like, we're playing.
That's the Pennington motto.
Well, we're playing Wellington High School. I can't go to 6th period math. I got to rest up for the big game.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Algebra.
Also, Miami Northwestern's got Palm Beach Central. Miami Carroll City's taking on West Boca. You got St. Thomas Aquinas going all the way to Sarasota to play. And then a game that'd be kind of interesting, Miami Norland takes on Chaminade Madonna, but they're playing at Palm Beach Central on Saturday. I don't exactly know why, but they do goofy things, I guess, this time of year. So there you go. So some high school football action's going on. There's not really a ton of stuff going on this weekend. I mentioned the Motley Crue show that's going on at, I think, Financial Amphitheater.
I think I won't be going.
Yes. I think I agree. Jordan Davis, country star, going to be playing Hard Rock Live tonight. Sunday's probably the big deal at the Kaseya Center in Miami. You got Unidos por los Nuestros, Mark Anthony and Luis Fonsi. It's going to be a benefit for, like the earthquake that happened in Colombia.
Oh,
so it's really just kind of a big fundraiser. So a lot of Latino artists are going to be there for that.
Okay.
And then you got a little chili cook-off action in Green Acres happening at Samuel J. Ferrari Community Park on Sunday.
You want to throw that hat back in that chili ring?
Nope.
You still got chili, cookout, burn
I'm done.
Okay, she's still done.
No
Kevin.
new fun.
We didn't really even fight during the chili cook-off. I think we had 1 or 2 tiffs, but that was it. Okay. Which is really good for us.
Yeah. You got a lot of shows to watch on TV. I know that I am falling behind on stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to catch up? Because you got football that's starting to come on, Virginia. I just don't know when I'm going to squeeze it all in.
Yeah, you better prioritize now.
I guess so. You got a few new things going to be dropping on TV today. Bob Odenkirk, he was Saul in Better Call Saul. He's got a show on HBO Max that's dropping today called Normal. You'll be able to see that. And Adam Sandler's daughter, Sunny, has a show that is going to be dropping on Netflix called Don't Say Good Luck.
Huh.
He did the premiere earlier this week. And, of course, he got all dressed up as usual. Actually, he didn't.
He didn't.
No, he just
He's about that lounge wear.
Yeah, he wore what he wears on a Tuesday morning. Also, Kyle Chandler. He used to be in Friday Night Lights and also in that TV show Bloodline. No, we love Kyle. I do. He's got a new show called Lanterns dropping on HBO on Sunday. So you got 3 new shows that are out there. Plus, you had some shows that had dropped earlier this week. Reacher is one that is out there. And that is the one that's got that very large guy that has kind of been popping off a little bit. Big dude. And this is going to be their 4th season. And our buddy Cesar checked it out, and he said, very solid show. He said, I turned it on, found myself in bed after midnight watching the first 3 episodes that were released. It continues to be good and well written. So
you stayed up that late?
He did. He's going to pay for it today.
Get that sleep.
Yeah, he did not. And now he go get up. Bird, you said you checked out Ted Lasso as well. What'd you think of that?
I liked it. I will say I did fall asleep a quarter way through, but what I did like where it was going. And
quarter way through one episode? Or?
Yeah. I'm not like you. I can't start in the middle of something. I got to go from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I realize I'm kind of the rarity. A lot of people don't start in the beginning, which I find bizarre.
Don't start at the beginning of a series?
Yeah.
Really? Where do they start? They just jump into the middle of it?
I hear a lot of people do that. They said, I started watching it series 2. Like, I like to go right from the beginning and not miss nothing.
I've never heard of anybody jumping in like in the middle. That's madness to me.
Really?
Yeah, you need to know where it starts. Like with the first
I'd be so lost.
season.
I'd be like, I don't even get this.
Well, that's how I felt about National Treasure 2. I'm watching it. I'm going, I got all these questions. I thought I was watching National Treasure. But
the original.
I mean, I got the part 2 on accident, and I was very confused. So
Life is confusing enough. I need to start at the beginning of anything.
Yeah, I can't start anything.
I'm already over here probably struggling to try to comprehend what's going on in season 1, episode 1.
It's like if somebody's telling a story at a party and you walk in halfway through and you're like, I don't even know what's going on here. Yeah, that's madness.
I'll just go get a drink.
Yeah, I cannot relate to people that do that. So after a quarter episode,
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance. It's on my list of shows I'll be putting in the rotation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a good feel good light kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what Kevin said. It's like happy.
It is. It's almost a mood setter. It's interesting programming. I haven't heard a lot about the new season, though it seemed like they got a little sloppy with kind of how they got to the beginning of it. But it seems like after you get past them setting up the premise, then I think it kind of just gets back to that. Okay, it's fun, it's interactive, it's
that happens.
Light.
That happened with Curb Your Enthusiasm. Every now and then they take like a 2.5 year hiatus, and it take them a couple episodes to kind of find their footing again.
That makes sense.
It does. Well, you can't really, if you take too long to change, people start to forget about the characters or it's almost like the actors forget how the characters were.
Well, they're human too.
Well, I used to love the show Entourage on HBO, and they finally came out with a movie 11 years later, and you're going, I forgot what the show was about.
You got to reintroduce them cats.
And it didn't do that well because people forgot about it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're right now on KVJ TV finding out how many people like to jump into series in the middle. We're going to see how many people are doing that because, I got to find out from somebody why.
That seems like you're like psychotic.
Well,
yes.
Maybe I'm not saying it correctly. I've just heard you say that you'll skip a season if you've heard word of mouth, or you'll skip something if you find that it's not good. And I can't do that. I have to watch it for myself. And I feel like if you skip something because you heard it wasn't good from word of mouth, you could miss a big part of the storyline, and that's really what I meant. Yeah,
what I talk about is that, for instance, if you watch Dexter, I think it's maybe season 4, I can't remember off the top of my head, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
That's sort of the one where he murders the bad guys.
It has
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and they have a season, you'll know it. It's the one with the Trinity killer. It has John Lithgow in it. And I actually stopped watching it after that. And there are some details that I missed, but I've gotten into the new Dexters, and I don't feel like I missed anything because people were saying it was kind of so-so. So, yeah, in a sense, I didn't jump into the middle. I started season 1, but then I realized that there were a couple seasons in the plot lines I didn't love, and then I heard the original finale was god-awful.
I've heard great things about the John Lithgow season. Did you like it or you hated it? You did.
It was great. That's why I tell you, Dexter is a great ride through 4 seasons. I can't vouch for the others. I'd only heard enough bad word of mouth that I didn't want to go on that journey. It's a lot of man hours. I don't want to go on a 30-hour ride and at the end of it be like, that was kind of mediocre.
Dude, I watch
Time's too precious.
Yeah, you want to remember it when it was at its best.
Yes.
Well, I watched Breaking Bad for a second time and then watched Better Call Saul all within the same 2-month period. And after those 2 months, I was kind of exhausted.
And thinking about meth.
Yeah, there's a lot of drugs. Some of those,
Yeah.
If you're binge watching it, it's
Right.
just it's a lot.
Well, the reason why I'll tell you, if you find that you like a show, but you hear that maybe a season or even an episode or whatever is kind of off, when you think about the shows that even you loved and then go back 3, 5, some of these shows now you can go back 10 years, how much do you actually remember of it? That's
right.
why, for me, why would I take a 30-hour ride that I would deem as mediocre that I'm likely going to forget in the grand scheme of things anyway? To me, when you're just enjoying it, go for the meat, baby. Cut the fat right out. Don't even bother chewing that down.
Time is precious.
Yep.
I love The Office. I've seen every episode multiple times, and I still sometimes will catch something I didn't catch the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, there's some
I've
shows.
seen it many a times.
Yeah, we're now getting into a category of series that are worth rewatching. And I told you a couple that I had. Friday Night Lights, watched it a whole second time, all the way beginning to end. Loved it. Landman, I watched it again with my wife. Probably liked it better even the second time.
Wow.
Some shows you can, because when you first watch it, you're trying to figure it all out.
What is this?
And the second time you watch it, especially when you're bringing somebody along for the ride, you really appreciate it more and you know what's coming. And you really are like, okay, lean in to this moment. And then you realize just how great it really was. The interaction.
I love watching Twilight Zones with people who've never seen the episode to see how they react.
Yeah.
It's usually never favorable, and they go, "Why did you make me watch this?" Okay. Every now and then, Kevin. Denny's will lie to me and say, "I had a great time, Bird."
What did your wife think of Landman? Was she happy that she invested the time?
She loved it.
Okay.
She absolutely loved it. Yeah. So she was all in. And then as a trade-off, then I had to do Lonesome Canyon. So we're
what
working
is
on that
that?
now. It has Josh Duhamel in it, Minka Kelly, who was in Friday Night Lights, who I liked. And, of course, he's a rancher in Texas. Everything now that they've done, the Taylor Sheridan rancher stuff, if you want to be hot and sexy, you got to be a rancher.
Ranch is hot right now.
It
the
is.
dressing and the lifestyle.
You're right, it is. It's a big
It's
year
having a
for
moment.
ranches.
It's definitely having a moment.
That's what Hollywood does. They find something that works, and they do the heck out of it.
You're right.
Yes. So watch it. It's okay. It's a construct just built around romance, where they do the coy thing where they've just always known that they were made for each other, but they just can't for whatever reason.
There's something blocking them. The forces are not
Or
allowing
he's just
them.
stubborn, and then when he comes around, then now she's into something else, and then when she wants back with him, now he's got something going on. And
Oh, gosh.
they do this.
I hate it.
It just builds that tension, and you just want them to get back together. and so-
I'm not watching this.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like my wife won with Landman. Lonesome Canyon, it's okay, but I feel like she got the better end of the
You
deal.
brought better content.
Feel like it. and you want to do that. If you're recommending a show and your partner is as well, you kind of want to walk away feeling like you won that. Like it's almost like a competition. Be like, okay, who's introducing the better show to whom?
I wonder what she would say.
That would be a good question. I will tell you, I got about 5 minutes of Lioness with her, and she's like, no, turn this off. This is terrible.
5 mins. Is
Yeah.
that usually kind of your mark? Because me and my girlfriend, if we're watching something new, we always say we'll give it 15 mins, and if we're out after 15 mins, we stop watching it.
Yeah, my wife, what she'll do, and you can tell, she will immediately take out her phone and start watching another show.
Oh, damn.
And she's done that. We're watching a show, and I'm so into it. And we got this barrier of pillows. Like sometimes I can't see her, and I'm like going, "What'd you think of that?" And she's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "You're not even watching." I'm like, "What is?" Like I thought this was a communal thing. She's like, "No, I'm watching." I'm like, "How can you physically be watching when your eyes are staring at another screen and you have earbuds in?"
That's kind of
how are you watching this show together with me?
I don't like watching shows or things that people, I realize, for that reason. Because as soon as they're not watching it and they get distracted, in my head I go, oh, so you think this sucks and you want to turn it off now.
And then you're taking it personal.
Yeah, I'm like, well, then let me just watch it by myself then. Let me watch this episode of Twilight Zone by myself.
Yeah. And I will tell you, Lioness is very good, but you really can't get my wife unless you've got some kind of romance that's going on. There's got to be relationship stuff or she's not in. And Lioness, it's not really about that. It's about CIA, war, those kind of things.
Action.
Yellowstone she loved because you had some relationships in there.
Okay.
Landman, you had some relationship stuff in there. So if you don't have relationship stuff, don't even bring it to my wife. That's all she cares about.
Except at home.
Gosh, yeah, you're right.
She wants romance except from Kevin.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I touch her, I'm like, I'm just trying to do.
Maybe she gets her fill on that TV. You got to cut the cord and make her have to come to you for that romance.
It's a weird dance. I got to tell you, honestly, it is a weird dance. I got to show you something.
Have you ever asked her to verbalize why she loves romance so much on TV but not with her husband?
Why would he want to set himself up for so much pain?
Well, if you're going to go through it anyway, you might as well get a sound clip.
I don't know. She'll kind of the gaslighting then comes in where it's like, no, it's like me.
It's your fault.
But you ever touch somebody, it doesn't feel like it's reciprocated.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, I don't want to like put you through torture. So, when you just don't really feel the warm embrace of the return, you're like, all right.
Vibes are a thing.
Yeah, if I keep moving at this point, I could probably be brought up on charges.
If you continue to dry heave and get, the creepy crawlies on your skin, I got to stop.
Yeah. We were just talking about watching shows together. I know a lot of couples do that. It's a big thing you do on the weekends. And my wife and I kind of do a little bit of trade-off. I really love when I introduce a show to her that she loves. And then, she gets me into her stuff. And, so I think it's a nice little trade-off that you got to do. People are reminding me, though, that I need to learn a little bit more about the show that she introduced me to because I keep calling it Lonesome Canyon, but I guess it's Ransom Canyon. So
whoops.
I can never get that name right. It feels like they're more lonesome than they are. I don't even know what the ransom doesn't even make sense.
Ransom Canyon.
You feel lonesome because you're on an island by yourself watching it.
Lonesome would have been a better name.
Yeah. That's how you feel.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been renamed is kind of what I see on that. But yeah, I was telling you about, just kind of the romance thing. My wife just absolutely loves it. And she also is starting to love AI. And you were talking about how you went to the radio convention and it was hard to track down who these people were because you were seeing them in person, but then you're checking out their Instagram and you couldn't make a match because they've all used AI for their avatars, and it doesn't look anything like them.
We were standing at a happy hour. Me and my girlfriend were looking at this one guy and this one girl, and we're like, oh, let's find them on Instagram and follow their show. And I'm like, there they are. And she's like, that's not them. I'm like, I think it is. Like, we couldn't figure out who was who because all these DJs, all these morning show DJs are now using AI filters on their picture, and they don't look anything like they look in person.
It is. There's a lot of people that are doing it. I know so many people that are doing AI for their photos.
That is tricky.
I'm like, it's just, the only problem is it makes it look too clean and you look too good. And there's a little bit of a disappointment when people meet you. And then the other thing, too, is there are avatars. There's the AI people that are fake that are selling you things. And I'd be afraid that people would think that I don't exist at all, that I'm just an AI creation.
Well, they changed this AI. I mean, if it just took away your wrinkles and maybe gave your gray hair a little touch up, that'd be one thing. But it doesn't. It changes your facial features so that you look like a different human. That's not what we're going for, right?
It makes your jaw all of a sudden become like pointy.
I don't want to have my face changed. I mean, if they erase the crow's feet, great. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to look like a different human.
Yeah. I don't even like erasing the crow's feet. I like pictures to represent how you look now. I think it's false advertising when you have a picture looking like you're 28 when you're 50. I hate the fact that we still have those old pictures on our station vehicle. I'm 20 years younger. I have dark hair. I look like Ben Kenobi now.
Yeah. So I was kind of looking at the photos. My wife has been dabbling a bit with it. And look, I am touched because, she's been watching this Ransom Canyon. And obviously romance is a big thing. That's all she watches is those shows. And, to me, this is touching because when she made the romantic photos, she could have put a much more handsome guy in there with her, but she actually included me, the AI version. So I'm very touched by that. And I love that. In fact, maybe what I could do is we could recreate all the AI photos she made for real with us. But I'm looking at these and these are just fun. In fact, I don't know how she made these, but here's one right here that she's done. And this is the strong husband in the front with the quiet, coy wife sneaking up in the background.
That's a movie poster, by the way.
Yeah, it feels like it's got that kind of feel.
You both have secrets.
Yeah.
And you're both not telling each other what you're really up to. Right.
Yeah. Her head is just kind of like right behind mine, silhouetted. It's only the first half of my face. Yeah, that's a great one, though. I love that.
It's a great picture. It's not really either one of you, but it's
right. It's not. Yeah. In fact, she made the one where she made that one AI photo, and it looked like I was with another woman, and then she had nothing. I'm like, you can't send that out. People are going to think I'm cheating on you. I'm like, you're beautiful the way you are. You don't need AI. Like, you're absolutely fine. I prefer the real you over the AI you. Like, trust me. Here's another one where I've got most of her face covered. I'm kind of leaning over her. I got a hug on the top of her head.
Okay, that one looks like you're about to put her in a sleeper hold in jiu-jitsu.
It looks like I'm choking her out. Yes, there's a strangulation going on here. Call the cops.
Kim, blink twice if you need us to call 911.
Yes.
Can you show that one? Is that one up?
Yep, Denny's has that one on KVJ TV.
That one looks it doesn't look like you either.
No, not really. And that's it. It's kind of like me, but it's
your nose, but it's not your eyes.
Right.
It's weird. You even look fake in fake pictures. You know how you always look fake in real pictures?
Right. And that's just it. We're in this era now where you just don't even know what is real. Because even when I'm really in a photo, it looks like a fake me. So, I mean, I might as well lean into AI, right? Because I'm going to look fake either way. Here's one where I've got my hand up and I am squeezing Kim's cheeks. But here's the problem with it. You can see what AI's done is it looks like she's taking the selfie, but it's put my hand on top of her arm. Do you see that one where I'm squeezing her cheeks? Yeah, you got to watch those little AI errors.
You can't put a hand through a shoulder.
Right. Yeah, you can see.
Also, that guy looks even less like you. That looks like your friend Pastor Sean.
Could be, yeah. And that's an aggressive face, too. Again.
I don't know who that guy is.
And then probably my favorite is the one where I'm running my hands through her hair. She's leaning her neck, her head back as I'm gently like kissing her eyeball.
In the closet?
In the closet as I'm taking a photo into the mirror.
That one's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that one picture they would use in a Dateline special. People knew the couple was having trouble. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's just the only question. Yeah, Shay says, y'all can take pictures like this in real life. I'm like, yes, we can. I'd be happy to do that. I could recreate these. I think she would rather be married to AI Kev.
That picture right there of you guys longing for each other.
Why don't you recreate all of these?
That's what I'd love to do.
I think it'd be amazing.
I don't know if it might flip her stomach, but I'm up for it. Let's see what she says. Maybe this weekend I'll give us a little project.
Some of these pictures are kind of steamy.
I love them. I would love to be in every single one of those photos with my wife. I would be happy to take any of those. Be happy to do that.
That'd be something. She took these pictures and framed them. They're not real, but they're on the wall. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be funny if you walk in Kevin's house and it's all like AI photos of him and Kim.
Moments that never happened.
It might happen. Yeah. Welcome to my AI life.
You guys are in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. Well, this whole life. Yeah, you can create it now with AI. It's pretty amazing.
Creepy.
Well, we've got a new product. Are you going to be buying or selling? We got Jbird Denny stepping back into the Shark Tank here today to pitch us on Transformer shoes.
Ooh.
First of all, we want to say, Sharks, thank you for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity.
I feel like I'm more like a minnow, but okay.
Well, whatever you prefer to be called. You look great. We love that dress on you.
Thank you. Okay. Tell me more.
Yeah, already got Virginia. She's buying.
I'll buy.
Sharks, you ever find yourself out at an event and, oh no, you realize you wore the wrong shoes again?
Let's say you thought you were going to a burger joint, but somehow ended up on a fancy yacht.
Don't fret, my friend.
We got you covered.
That's why
we are introducing you to
the Transformer shoe. How does the Transformer shoe work, you might ask?
Well, we're here to tell you all about how it works.
It's athletics, style, and science meeting up to make the ultimate shoe.
The Transformer shoe can change from a tennis shoe to a stiletto with just the press of one button.
Don't like stilettos? Well, just change your footwear to jelly shoes or whatever your heart desires.
We have hired the best scientists from Ireland.
Now, these Irish scientists craft these shoes made by science geniuses.
So, Bird, you're saying if I'm wearing penny loafers and someone wants to challenge me to hoops, play basketball?
Oh, don't you worry, my sweet Denny's. Just set your shoe to basketball mode, hit the button, and your shoe transforms into the shoe you desire.
Oh, man, that's so totally awesome. Now I can hoop anytime I want.
Whether you're camping or breakdancing.
Whether you're doing the two-step in a pair of boots.
The Transformer shoes have you covered. Just hit the button on the shoe,
set it to what type of shoe you want, and boom,
Transformer shoes. Sharks, we are asking for $200,000
for 25% of our company.
So, what do you say, Sharks?
You ready to make shoe history?
This shoe is made for you. Dress in style with the Transformer shoe.
Oh, wow. How about that? You got a jingle already written for this thing.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thank you again, Sharks, for having us.
Wow. Okay, so I got a couple questions here because it is interesting that you just wear one shoe out. You can go to multiple events and all that. How exactly does this work, and does it transform on my foot? And who came up with this amazing technology? I can't believe you guys have this.
That's a great question. We're glad you asked that. Those are the brilliant genius scientists out there in Ireland. Now, of course, these are smart shoes. It's hooked up to technology.
Okay.
So technology, athletes, athletics, science, RAM, meeting together, shoes.
Transformer shoes.
Are they heavy?
They are not heavy. That's fun. It's funny you asked that.
Because I got a tender foot.
And I'm glad you asked that. We have a whole line for the tenderfoot community.
Good.
It makes you feel like you are running on clouds.
Oh, running on clouds sounds delightful.
I love that they have these utility products. I believe the last thing they pitched to us was basically a fork, knife, spoon all together in one. And now you got a shoe that just is everything you need just in one shoe that transforms itself.
That's a fine point you brought up, Mr. Shark. We realize we're living in a time where it's just too busy. We can't be doing all of these things at one time. We are trying to make your life easy with the press of just one button.
Okay. Virginia, what do you think? Would you be buying on the offer that they've thrown out there?
Yeah, I want to get this prototype on my foot.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I'll even go in early for the Kickstarter.
So we are asking for $200,000.
Kevin's going to put the money up. I'm going to just support you emotionally.
Can I talk to my partner to see if we'll take the deal?
Yeah, you can.
Hell yes.
All contingent on if they actually work. Yeah, 63% of KVJ TV is in and buying on the Transformer shoes. It's
Okay.
it's an amazing concept.
Denny's, our numbers are growing.
If you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Look at these creators, huh?
Yeah. We got to get back on the Shark Tank. We want to. Our goal is to get to 75%. 75% of the audience believing in the Shark Tank idea we bring in.
You're not far off.
We got work to do.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Another great pitch. Jbird and Denny's on Transformer shoes.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. There are some investors who are claiming they poured $1.2 million into a company that Selena Gomez and her mother started. It's called Wondermind. And what it is a mental health company. And according to the people that gave the $1.2 million, they say, look, Selena and her mama left us in the dark about all the problems going on at the company. And there was was major issues. And there was even a show called The Cuts Expose, revealing some behind-the-scenes drama that was going on at Wondermine. And these people that invested didn't even know about it until after this expose came out. And they were like, oh, man, we shouldn't have invested in this. We got hoodwinked. And now they are suing Selena Gomez and her mama and Wondermine, which is the company that they had started together.
You know, I think they're starting to see a bit of a problem with some of these influencers and the products that they have come out with. This has happened in a couple different things, not just with her, but I saw that Alex Cooper, her beverage business, is shutting down. And they say a lot of times they're having a hard time where they'll get the initial push and their fans go out and they buy it like crazy and people jump all in. They're like, oh, this is going to be huge. Then it just doesn't sustain because there's so many other products that are there and the influencers may move on to something else and start promoting something else and they're not hitting that product all the time.
Buyer's fatigue. It's a real thing.
Well, not only that, you're right about the buyer's fatigue, but even just advertising fatigue. People, they start to get annoyed and they're savvy to if all of a sudden there's 9 products with the label sticking out during the podcast and there's 11 sponsors and they have to get all the sponsors in because then that starts to eat up content time. And people don't love commercials. It's not what people watch podcasts for.
Yeah, I think sustaining the initial growth is going to be tough. I even saw Logan Paul, his Prime Hydration. I remember when he started pushing that. My son Cannon would have been right there in the wheelhouse, and we had to pop off at some vitamin store to go get him one of them Prime Hydrations, but he hasn't asked for one since, and it jumped out. They had sales up to $1.3 billion globally by 2023 of that.
That's crazy.
But then by the first half of 2024, sales dropped 40% on that.
Well, people stopped trusting Logan Paul. I know.
Or they just had the product and like, okay, I tried it. They felt like they knew, but there wasn't a reason to work it into their life and make it a regular habit.
But also, some of his fans stopped trusting him because he's stunt after stunt after. I mean, I've just heard people say, I used to love Logan Paul. Now I can't trust him because everything he does is a work.
Yeah, well,
Gotcha.
And you're seeing the same thing with Alex Cooper, with her drink beverage. And so there's a lot of influencers that have come out with these products. They launch big and then they fizzle pretty quick, like within a year or two. And now you're starting to see the collapse of a lot of these influencer brands that they came out with.
Yeah, and especially if someone partnered with you and it was already crumbling and you took their money and didn't tell them, that could be problematic.
The thing that's most offensive about this whole thing is when Logan Paul gets into a fake feud and he acts like he's mad. And he does the acting. I can't look away, but I also almost can't take it either. It's a weird feeling.
Well, Cardi B is now the new face of Old Navy. And she's talking about how it's a full circle moment for her because back in the day, I guess she used to shoplift from Old Navy. And she's being very candidly honest about it. And it's in the commercials.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess the new campaign circles around like it's a great brand for everybody because their clothes fit women with curves.
I used to go to the Old Navy all the time, and then I felt like I'd wash the shirt once, and then it would turn into an infant's shirt. I looked like Winnie the Pooh after I went. But you could walk out with 9 sacks of clothing for $40.
It's a deal.
It's a deal until you wash them.
And finally here, the Taylor Frankie Paul chick from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives continues to have drama. She's the one that threw that bar stool and she was trying to hit her ex-husband, but it actually hit her kid in the head. I don't know if you remember the video.
Gave the most accurate freeze frame picture of all time. Like her face is like right there.
Ew, not a good look. And now I guess she and her ex-husband Tate are continuing to fight over the kids. It's a bitter custody battle. And he is asking the court to allow her drug test results to be unsealed. He wants the court to see what's going on because he said, look, she's got increasingly erratic behavior, and I have a feeling that something is going on here with substances, and you guys are sealing it, and I think it very much should be a part of this custody battle. So we'll see if the court documents get approved or not.
Time once again for the No Name Movie Game. Jbird had quite a thing going there. 2-game win streak. He was going for his first 3 streak in a row. Did not happen, unfortunately. I foiled that last week. Can Jbird get back to the winning? Can I start my own streak, or is Virginia going to get back in it? Because she's still our leader with 13 on the year. I got 9. Bird has got 4. Denny's with 1. Thank you very much, Stat Girl Whitney.
I heard some people talking at the gas station about the No Name Movie Game. They didn't even know I was in there, so they were just talking on their own.
Okay.
And they were saying that Virginia hasn't been taking the No Name Movie Game that seriously because she doesn't wear her witch's uniform anymore on Fridays.
Wow.
They're going, did the witch lose her heart?
That might be one of the reasons why she's been struggling a little bit this last month. This has not been her best month ever.
I didn't say anything. I didn't interrupt their conversation, but there's a talk in this town about this game.
Yeah, and I should be wearing black right now because I got a few extra LBs. I need to get some slimming fabrics.
Oh boy, let's tell her she looks skinny and young. You
So
look
slim.
great. Your
So
eyes,
slim.
your eyes look young.
The scale don't lie.
The shape of your eyes look very youthful. You're great.
Yeah.
It's been a fat girl summer, but I'm trying to reel it in.
Ever since I beat the lettuce disease, and I beat it, I've gained like 13 pounds back. I feel like a sausage squeezing in a case.
I deserve these calories. I've been traumatized.
I fell asleep eating Nutella out of the bucket last night.
Okay, well, we've got Austin and Jetty on here from Palm Beach Gardens to partner up with Virginia in the No Name Movie Game. Hello, Austin and Jetty.
Hey.
Hey, what's happening?
Not much. Little drives to school. Figured we'd call in.
Yeah,
I love it.
glad you did. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll see if you can get Virginia back onto the winning track. It's been a little while for her. Whole 3 or so weeks. Okay, Austin and Jetty, Virginia's going to be giving you clues to the movie. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. We have 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
He's the guy that does all of the action scenes in the movie so the actor doesn't get hurt.
Stuntman.
Yes. He's the guy, the grown-up that delivers the Palm Beach Post.
Paperboy.
He's a grown-up.
Paperman.
Yes.
Paperman.
If you are over the river and finish the sentence. It's in the song.
Over the roof.
Pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I want to eat brains and
Through the woods.
close. I want to eat brains and I am Walking Dead, and it's a whole community of us.
Zombie apocalypse.
No, it's just the community. It's the town.
Zombieland.
Yes. Pass. It's a cartoon, but it's also out in where the planets are. It's a cartoon.
Space Jam.
Oh, you got it after the buzzer.
What does the referee say? Yeah, after the buzzer. Yep. Oof.
Got 3. Got 3.
3. Sometimes that's enough to win the tournament, Virginia.
I don't know. We tried.
Okay, we're going to go with Juan here in North Carolina. What's up, Juan?
Morning, KVJ. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How you doing?
Doing all right, my friend. How you doing?
Doing great. Going to do better if I get this win with you, okay?
You know, it's funny. I'm your partner now, Kevin. I was your first partner after Suits left, so trying to get some redemption here. We actually didn't win that, so it'd be cool if we could pull this one off.
Okay, so you brought up you guys losing and Suits getting fired. Okay. All right. There's that pep talk.
Suits quit, but some say he was forced out. He was forced out.
You're right. He quit. I mean, he quit.
Okay. Well, let's get the little redemption here. Juan, we got 60 seconds on the clock. Our time begins now. Pass. He's nipping at your nose. It's cold. He has a first name and a last name. It's chilly.
Frosty the Snowman?
No, not Frosty the Snowman, but you got the one word in there right. What is it?
Frostbite?
Nope, pass.
Jack Frost.
Yep,
Yes.
got it.
Okay, you put this on. It's a military movie. You wear it. It's a hard material, and it's not half. It's not empty. It's not half. It is what's the next level. It is all the way. Pass.
Full Metal Jacket?
Yes. Okay. It's you're with a police officer and you're in the back of the car and you're seeing what he does. What do they call that when you get
Ride along.
Yes. It is not a cat. It's the opposite. And why are they put on this planet? It's not a cat. It's the opposite of cat.
A Dog's Purpose?
Yes. Okay. He's wrapped in toilet paper and he's a monster.
The Mummy.
Yes. Okay. It's a coral blank. You see it in the ocean. Coral blank.
Coral Reef.
Yes. Okay. It is they're eating before he goes onto the cross.
What
do you say? No.
I said Last Supper, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was Last Supper, but no. It was...
Did he get it?
I don't think you're going to need it. You got 6.
Whoa, Juan.
Whoa.
Can we get Juan more? I guess we're not going to.
I don't know if I want to play anymore.
Okay. All right. Let's see if that holds, Juan. If it doesn't, at least we put in a good try. We'll see what we do here with Jbird and his partner, Liz from Loxahatchee. Hello, Liz.
Good morning.
Liz, no one believes we even have a shot to be in the arena. Can we shock the world?
Oh, yeah, we got this, Jbird.
Okay, I like the positive energy.
She's there. Okay. All right. You got 6 on the board. You get 7 in 60 seconds. You are the winner, and your time begins now.
Not a where? And I am a fighter.
Werewolf.
You got the wolf part right. Now I dress like this in armor. I'm a wolf. In this armor. Pass. Pass. All the people in the courtroom is sprinting out. It's a
jury.
Yes, but they're all leaving. They're jogging out. It's a
jury. Hung jury, running jury.
Running, but you're pass. It's a movie about adult film industry, and whoa, that thing. Everyone's talking about it. He's a dancer. He's a lovemaker. It's about the porn industry.
Magic Mike?
No, pass. You wear this at a wedding if you're getting married and you're the dude. They call it a penguin suit.
The tuxedo?
All right, we got 1.
Okay, yeah. All right, 3rd place.
All right. That's the real story. People love an underdog.
That's right. All right, not shut out.
Sorry, Jbird.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, gets 1 on the board there. And congratulations, Juan. It was a good thing you came back. Got it the 2nd try.
Redemption Ralston, that's what I'm talking about.
Redemption Ralston.
Wow,
It's
look
got a
at
ring
you.
to it, doesn't it?
You're getting quite a name in this town.
Yeah, I really am.
You're known as the hair guy and now the no-name movie game guy.
Eventually around here, people are going to know who I am.
Yeah.
One of these days. One of these days.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to break through. All right, very nice. Thank you very much there. Yeah, Virginia, a whole month between wins now.
No, yeah.
This might be one of your longest droughts ever.
You know how they do, like a post-game conference, and they have to talk to the athlete after they lose. This is kind of your post-conference interview. What's going on? What's happening in your head?
I think I got to pass quicker. I just take too long. Yeah.
Are you going to go home and start practicing the way Jbird does?
No.
No? Oh, okay. You don't care that much?
I have to ask this question just because I'm a journalist. Some people are saying, is menopause part of the reason there's been a decline?
Probably.
Wow.
Because, just everything is suffering across the board.
Okay, well, I did not want a full-on mental breakdown. Just trying to have some fun.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. Well, our local players are getting hooked up with tickets to the 5th annual West Palm Beach Beer Festival. It's going to be going on if you want to go check it out next Saturday. and Bryant Park and Lake Worth Beach. Tickets are on sale now at WPBBeerFest.com.
Respect the beer festival. You think you can go in there and drink those little cups and you're going to be, I don't know, those little cups out in the sun.
4 hours of it. Yeah.
Like an hour and a half later, like, I love you so much, man.
Yeah. And after 9 o'clock, right about 9:20, we'll have another chance for you to score some more of those passes. So
nice.
It's going to be the fun thing going on next weekend here in South Florida. Movie-wise this weekend, be interesting to see your Spider-Man and your, all those other movies that have been doing great are going to continue to do great, I'm sure. But you do have a little bit more competition. Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor have a movie coming out called The End of Oak Street in theaters this weekend.
Did either one of them lose or gain 50 pounds for the Oscar? Because, that's when they are trying to go for the trophy.
Don't think either one did.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway is with child.
Yes, she is. And people were accusing her of wearing a fake pregnancy belly on the red carpet the other night. She had a shirt that kind of emphasized and that's not a real belly. It's like, geez.
Let me guess. TikTok started that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw the pictures. It looked fine. It looked totally real.
It's people, they're like, this is what someone who actually has abs looks like when they're pregnant.
And that's what they want people to do, just like you just did. She looks fine. Let me type this. She looks fine. Engagement.
Matthew McConaughey's got a new movie called The Rivals of Amziah King. Also, The Wrong Girls with Kristen Stewart, Seth Rogen, Gina Davis, Kate McKinnon out in theaters. For the kids, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie with Jennifer Hudson, Paris Hilton, Snoop Dogg, and Terry Crews voicing that.
Will that do well? Is Paw Patrol one of the big dogs for the kids?
I think. I don't have kids that age, but
Rocco
I know
used
the name.
to love it.
Mm-hmm.
So the Paw Patrol puppies have been doing it for a minute.
Okay.
Does Lachlan get into Paw Patrol? Oh, Denny's is on the phone. I think
probably getting yelled at.
it's for Denny's, like Lachlan's age.
Okay,
Yeah.
little kid.
And Green Day has a comedy movie called Nimrods. Going to be out this weekend. So.
Green Day the band?
Yes.
The whole dialogue is just like this.
Well, this weekend, you got a lot of movies to check out. You've got Spider-Man that is still in theaters, and I would anticipate it to still be number one. It is still doing so great. It has become the fastest movie to reach $700 million at the domestic box office. It hit it on Wednesday. It's over that mark now. And the Sony Picture Film now ranks 6th on the all-time North American chart. It just surpassed Black Panther. So that'll let you know the company that it keeps. They say internationally the film has already earned $1.1 billion, and it just beat its predecessor, Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's their biggest overseas release. So hot hand for Tom Holland and Zendaya.
I want to go take Rocco to see it. Is it too much for him, or is he going to be cool?
He's
11.
11 now.
What do you mean it's going to be too much? You're not taking him to see Goodfellas.
It's not like a...
No, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would be surprised if it was a lot for him.
All right.
But there's some of the movies you talk about how like you and Mags had to leave. I'm like, it was as a kid's ghost movie.
It might be a lot for you.
Spider-Man's what's going to scare you? Ooh, no, the web.
I think your son will be fine.
Okay.
Be my thought. Well, with the Odyssey, they did it in the IMAX, and I had read there's only one theater in South Florida that truly did it the right way. Now, there are other IMAX theaters, but the one that was shot and meant to be shown, they only had the one in Fort Lauderdale at the Museum of Science and Discovery.
Are all the other theaters that are claiming to be IMAX not real IMAX, or like IMAX Light?
No, they're Limax. That's what they're called.
It's IMAX, but there are certain dimensions on the movie. It was meant to be played with these dimensions of IMAX. So it's still good, and it's better than just seeing it in a regular theater. It seems like you have 3 grades of how you could see the Odyssey. You could just see it in a regular, so kind of bunk. Then you got, it is IMAX, but it's not the peak. And if you want to see it true to form, only you could see it at the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale.
Gotcha.
That was the only one that accommodated it. Seems like Broward has really got the best theaters, and part of the strategy with how great the home theater systems are and how affordable the TVs now, I can't even believe the prices on some of these massive size, I mean, even 80-inch TVs. You're like, really? You can get it for that cost? Because everything else stuns me for the other way. I can't believe how something so basic is so expensive, but something that's so awesome is now relatively more affordable than you would think. Like I could see it with what I'm used to. Be like, well, it's $45,000, and it's not nearly even close to something like that.
I had someone come in my house, and I didn't know him that well, and they're like, how many inches is your TV? I'm like, I think it's like 86. It's decent. I'm at like 98. Like bragging about his TV size. Like, get out of my house.
It's one of the newer ways to be douchey.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like, you've got an 86.
Congratulations.
Lame, 86 inches.
You know what that really means.
I love my...
Same thing with guys with sports cars. And, he's trying to make up that size somewhere else.
Making up for inadequacies.
That's it.
Well, what a stupid flex. My TV's bigger than yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got the 40X at the Regal Dania Point, where the seats move, tilt, and vibrate in sync with the action.
Whoa.
And it also can include wind, water, scents, lighting effects, and other physical sensations.
Can I pass on the water? I'm not here to get squirted.
Yeah,
I just
I'm out
want to.
damp.
I'm really not here to be shook that much either.
Yeah, I don't want to walk out of the theater and have people think I peed my pants.
Tiffy Kitty said Spider-Man in D-Box was so good.
Okay, D-Box. That's the same thing where you like have the shaky seat.
Yes.
You feel the action come in.
So you've got the 4DX at Regal Dania Point, and I think that is an elevated level. And then other theaters have the D-Box, which has motion into like specifically equipped seats. So you'll have not as much as what you would have at the 4DX at Regal Dania Point, but they're still pretty cool, and they're much better than the other theaters.
I would buy Rocco the D-Box seat, but I think I'm going to sit behind him in a normal seat.
It's going to get to the point where you're going to smell what's going on the screen. Or, for example, if somebody in the movie gets punched, you're going to feel like you just got punched while you're in your seat.
I like the smell part. Punch, not so much.
Now, that is a realistic experience. That's what they offer.
If I get punched in the theater, I'm punching back.
Well, that's where it's heading, it sounds like.
Yeah, and they say the whole concept of this is to make it feel like you're inside of the movie. That's what they're really trying to accomplish in these theaters, saying we're going to give them something they cannot experience at home, which is very smart to me. I think it's a great play. Now, how that works for other movies, and it almost already dictates and tells you that the move is to really award movies like Spider-Man, The Odyssey, epic tales, or things that are action. Because let's say you're watching The Notebook. Like, what do you need to be shook and moved around and get wet for?
Yeah.
If you're watching a rom-com or something like that, when would you even use that shake it, move it?
Well, what would happen is they would start shoehorning scenes to... That's what they did when 3D first came out. They would put in 3D scenes that had no reason being in there. All of a sudden,
like, this don't fit.
Like a kid's eating cereal, and all of a sudden the spoon is in the lens of the camera. Like, we didn't need that. That's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to hear if anybody's been to any of these theaters. Is it really the future? How much more is it? I don't know what the ticket prices are, and they probably do fluctuate based on the film, the availability.
Yeah. I bet you the D-Box charges extra, right?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Yes, I think there's a blinking charge.
And one text in Broward says, I saw Spider-Man at that theater in Dania. You can turn the water off, but not the motion. And it's 3D, so it's like a ride at Universal Studios.
Whoa.
How about that?
That's too much for me. I can't.
You're so soft.
I am so
You're to
soft.
the point, like, I'm soft, but
yet
you are a different level of soft.
But yet she'll drink 9 bottles of liquor at the Moose.
And fall off a tractor.
For 9 hours.
And that's not a problem. Like, that would rock me forever. Like, that doesn't faze her, but sitting in a movie seat,
like,
just shaking. I can't do that, Kev.
Kev, is Spider-Man scary? What are you talking about? You just drank half of the Moose's bar.
I'm not trying to explain why I'm weird. You've obviously noticed. I'm just built this way.
Spider-Man.
But sometimes those get scary.
Oh, like the green
scary Kev.
the green goblin might scare you.
Good Lord. Somebody said I had a client that flew from Wisconsin to Fort Lauderdale just to have the experience for the Odyssey.
Wow.
To get in that theater. And I'm curious if you have seen the Odyssey like I said, 3 grades of theaters. Is it worth it to just go see it? And I hear you can't get into the Fort Lauderdale theater. People are saying, I'm trying it. It's still booked.
Wow.
For the Odyssey. Because I think people know. I mean, the demand on that. Think if everybody in South Florida would love to do that. You got it in Fort Lauderdale, which is in between everything. You got Fort Lauderdale, people from Miami coming, people from Palm Beach trying to get in on that thing.
Dang,
It's going to be booked forever.
Is Odyssey that good?
Maybe in that experience. People are loving it. Did great.
I feel like it must be.
The hype is next level.
It really is, but I don't think it's hype. I think it's legit.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a lot of meat on that steak. When you saw the preview, the only one that looked weird to me was Matt Damon, but people are saying he crushed it. So what the heck do I know?
Yeah, I didn't think I would love the casting, but it doesn't seem to be phasing anybody watching it.
I'll tell you what I ended up liking, and at first I thought he was kind of like, I think Patterson's not bad. I think he's a good actor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think he got kind of pegged in the beginning as being the Twilight vampire.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for.
Yeah, he seems to be working on his craft, doing some good stuff. One person said, I went to Cinemark, and at that theater, you can actually turn off the motion. I did it when I saw Toy Story 4 because I got motion sick. Can you imagine that? You just Ralph your popcorn right back up in your bucket?
No one's there to barf at the movie.
No, but the real champions can continue eating.
Guess so.
Do you barf in your own popcorn bucket?
You try to barf.
Like, what, you don't want to barf on the floor. You can't barf on your lap. What else are you going to do?
I'm a baseball man. That's a game time decision.
I think you have to barf in your own popcorn bucket.
Sometimes people don't have great barf control.
I know.
It's a good time of year to maybe jump into one of your favorite high school movies. Be a fun little thing to do this weekend. If you had to say, what is your favorite movie of all time that revolves around high school? What would fit in there for you? Do you have an absolute favorite of all the options that are out there?
Dang.
Definitely Ferris Bueller, right?
That's a solid one.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wrote down kid movies, then I wrote down middle school movies, and I wrote down high school and college. I overdid my homework assignment.
Look at you. How about that? Did you overdo your homework when you were in high school?
Never, no.
Okay.
They used to call
Underdid it.
They called me a sandbagger. Said you're sandbagging, Jason.
There are so many good options. Now, if you're thinking, oh man, I can't even remember what all the good ones are. It might really just depend upon when you grew up and when your era was. And for me, I feel like I grew up in maybe the greatest era of high school movies.
Well, they really did make a ton of them. It's almost as if they don't make them that much anymore. And if they do, they go right to a streaming network.
Yeah.
They don't get that shine like they used to, or even the promotion backing of them.
In high school, these are all the movies I had. I had Weird Science. I had The Breakfast Club. I had 16 Candles. Virginia already mentioned Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There was Footloose, Pretty in Pink, Can't Buy Me Love. You could even probably throw in Back to the Future and The Karate Kid because those were all around high school as well.
They're on my list. They absolutely are high school movies.
Say Anything. That's an underrated one. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I never
You didn't like
that.
the John Cusack?
The ending's so depressing and weird, and
Yeah,
he's a little
has
bit
some
of he's a little too clingy.
What was the other one that he did with it had Booger in it? And he was trying to
Better
smoke the
Off
mountain.
Dead.
Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead is amazing.
Better Off Dead is amazing. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that and see if that holds up.
It's got
I want my $2.
Yes.
the newspaper boy. It's got one of my favorite lines ever when he goes, Lane, I've been going to this high school for 7 years. I'm no dummy.
It's such a great line.
Better Off Dead is so good.
It's so goofy, and so you can't take it seriously, and it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
80s had some bizarre storylines, man.
It did, but I'm so biased. I mean, that was a thing, man. It seemed there were so many great, and Porky's even was almost from my generation.
It was.
And that was filmed here in South Florida.
It was, absolutely. For even kid movies like School of Rock, that was good. That was a good kid movie. You could argue that Stand By Me.
Stand By Me would work, absolutely.
It's, a little heavy, but it was kind of one of those ones, it's a coming-of-age tale, and it made you think a lot.
Yeah.
There's murder, or not murder, but dead bodies in it.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
There have been some ones for the millennial generation that I think are decent. You got Mean Girls. which I think is a pretty solid one based around high school.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I agree on that.
That one's great. The one that me and Denny's love, it's a parody of all of the teen movies, and it's called Not Another Teen Movie.
Okay.
And it is super awesome. It's very good.
You've also got Clueless.
Yep, I love Clueless.
That was a solid one. They're talking about rebooting that one. Dazed and Confused.
Great movie.
We just got Matthew McConaughey's beginning on that one.
I'm here to drink beer and kick some ass, and we're already out of beer.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep. I walked out of the theater and didn't like it, and then ended up loving it. Ended up loving it from renting it, and became a big fan of it.
That movie is now 22 years old.
Whoa.
That's
2004.
insane.
It is insane, isn't it? Think about that. American Pie was a solid one. And, I even thought the second one was good.
I loved the first one.
Yeah.
Second one was okay.
Still tolerable.
The
for
wedding
me.
one, good gosh. They took Stifler and made Stifler into just, I don't even know what it was.
But Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Bring it, girl.
Stifler's mom in the first one's awesome.
She's a legend.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds for college.
It's true. Yeah. And then that Generation Millennial still had Superbad, too.
Yeah.
Great. That's a good one. That's funny.
I think a lot of times we forget about it. And
She's All That. That's another one. I know you guys probably
Yes.
didn't watch that one.
I don't know that I remember seeing that one. She's All That.
Yeah, that's not your style.
I think that's younger.
You guys are way too old.
We're too old for She's All That.
They ran it on HBO all the time.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
And then some of the older ones, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Grease.
Fast Times is great.
That is great.
He walks into class, Spicoli. He's like, "Hey, I know you." Well, yeah, you go to school with them.
There are so many good ones. Lulu in Chicago said Encino Man. Okay.
That movie's terrible.
Not as hype on that one, but yeah, there's a lot out there. If there's one we forgot, just a couple of ideas. If you want to tear off and get into the high school mood this weekend, there's a lot of options for you.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Taylor Swift is finally out and about. This is the first time we've seen her since her wedding. And I guess she's rocking a short haircut. She's in London, and she was out for an exclusive girls' night at a place called Annabelle's Private Members Club. Now, I looked at the pictures, and I'm really zoning in on maybe the midsection. She does not appear to be in any kind of pregnant state to me. I mean, she could be like a month or two, but anything beyond that, I'd be surprised. So just the short haircut seems to be the only physical appearance that's changed.
How short is it?
Like it went from here to here.
Okay, shoulder length.
Shoulder length.
You think
yeah.
people on the radio got that?
It went from boobie to neck.
That's why
Yes,
you
there
got to
you go.
watch KVJ TV.
That's right, exactly, yes.
Virginia knew what she was doing.
Look, I learned everything I know from a guy who's a mime
And not a very good mime.
on the radio.
The mime wouldn't shut up.
Well, one of the big questions I had about Perez Hilton's meltdown, I was like, where were the kids when all of this happened? And apparently the kids were home when he began cutting himself. His niece, his sister, and his children were there inside the home. Now, they fled and protected the children before it got too rough, but they did experience and get to see some of the beginning of him harming himself just moments before he went live. On that live stream. His sister Barbara is the one that was talking about it and saying, yeah, I was there. It was pretty horrifying.
It almost sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
Right.
Where the guy starts off as this mean journalist, and then he's trying to wrestle with all the things he's done. And then on a live stream, the thing that he made his money on, he becomes the story. It's crazy. It does. It sounds like a movie.
Well, now, he is in the hospital and he is getting treatment, and they've removed all social media. He don't have his phone. He don't have a computer. He don't have anything except like therapy and doctors. And
I think a lot of people need that.
I know, right? I'm like, gosh, that sounds nice. I don't want to cut myself up. Can I just get that without the blood loss?
I really do think people need to put away some social media.
Now, one of the big debates that's going on with Perez Hilton, and a lot of the things that he has done over the last 20, 25 years are really starting to come out. And people are saying, yeah, of course, I feel for his 3 children. It's terrible. But this is a guy that is getting, in a sense, exactly what he deserves. And one of these people is Scott Nathan. He's a celebrity beauty, fashion, advertising photographer. He also directed some commercials back in the day, and he had some run-ins with Perez Hilton. And so people are asking his take. How do you feel about this now, knowing the past you've had with Perez Hilton? And he puts it into perspective that probably speaks to the way a lot of celebrities feel about him.
I worked with the guy. I photographed Perez for the cover of a magazine. I think it was TV Guide, but I'm not positive. And I can tell you from personal experience, he was a first-class a-hole. He wasn't misunderstood. He was not edgy. He was not a brave, independent journalist speaking truth to power. He was a nasty, fat, mean, gay guy named Mario Lavandera. And I know exactly what his brand was because I watched it from the front row. His entire business model was built on other people's humiliations. Celebrity addictions, their divorces, their breakdowns, their bad photographs, their relationships, their bodies, their mistakes, their worst effing moments. He turned other people's pain into content and content into millions of dollars. And now suddenly he wants privacy. He wants boundaries. He wants empathy. Well, you'll forgive me if I tell you to go F yourself.
Okay.
Damn.
There's a Nat King Cole song that goes, "Until it happens to you."
Yeah.
And it's pretty much saying, be careful what you put out in the world. You think, nothing's going to happen to you. You can be a jerk. You can be a jerk. And then all of a sudden, it happens to you.
Well, I heard somebody else on TikTok yesterday just going through how cruel he was and who he was cruel to. Like, he was really mean to Amy Winehouse right before she died. He was really mean to Britney Spears as she was having her meltdowns. Like, in the moments that empathy should have been given to these women. Right. And some people are saying it's a woman thing. He hates women. He's a women-hating gay man.
Well, I personally feel like, and I'm not saying every case, but I do think overdoing social media, it takes away your spirit. It takes away a sense of spiritualism.
Totally.
It takes away your empathy and sympathy towards your fellow neighbor.
And be careful what you throw out in the world and call people in their dark moments. That's just pure evil. And karmic justice has a way of coming back around, and I believe that's exactly what is happening to him right now. I think his own mind is imploding.
Well, that's why you got to be careful about the internet, because the internet really is like a gang. They don't care if you're in pain. They will pounce, and then it's on to the next person. It's like they don't see a real person. And I'm not defending what Perez Hilton did. I'm just saying that's how the social media world is. If you think you can reason with the internet, you've lost the grid. You can't reason with them. They're gonna come for you. If anything, you try to reason with the internet, they're gonna come at you so much harder.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Kind of an interesting flex to get out of a traffic ticket in Mexico. This is what Matthew McConaughey did when he got pulled over by the cops there.
Wedding planner got me out of a major mess up in Mexico one time. Pulled in one late night, and I'm crossing the border going way down south, and I get pulled over, and it's one of those pullovers where they noticed me, gringo, in a nice truck. This is that dressed down, and I'm like, oh, geez, get the wallet out. Here we go. It was going down, and then I brought up, you guys know Jennifer Lopez? Ever see Wedding Planner? Like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, it was me. Like, oh, what the? And they went off, and we ended up taking pictures together, and they let me go.
Wow. Use it. Whatever you can to get out of those bad moments. Good for you.
And I thought this was interesting. A comment from a very young Billy Joel before he had really made it. He goes on to play, 100-plus residencies at Madison Square Garden. That really was his cathedral and his home.
He said he loved playing there. Every show he did, he said it was like playing a brand new show. That he had that brand new excitement going out there. He never got tired of it.
What about a young Billy Joel? How did he feel about Madison Square Garden?
My guests tonight are Billy Joel and his manager, Owen Meza. Eventually, you would like to get into the big places. Madison Square Garden or something like that.
No, I don't think I'd ever like to work Madison Square Garden. I mean, it sounds stupid for me to say that now. I don't want to work there. That place is kind of a ripoff, really.
Why?
Because what it is, in effect, is just jamming as many people and making as much money as you can out of a one-night thing. Unless you're up front or up close, it's just wasted. But Madison Square Garden is just too big.
But Billy's known to go up into the bad seats and bring people down to the good seats. He does that with every show.
How many can you bring?
You're right. And I mean, let's interview anybody when they're in their early 20s and hear how they talk.
We're so young and dumb.
I always love this thing until you see how awesome it is to sell out.
Billy,
selling out is such a great thing. It means you've made it. Celebrate it.
Billy wasn't always friends with the critics. They didn't like his attitude a lot of times.
Yes, well.
He was spicy.
He was
clearly changed.
Well, yeah, he used to take critics' reviews and rip them up on stage.
I love it.
I told you this is how it's going to go. Back and forth. They're going to be trying to find one positive story to support the flock cameras that are popping up all over the place, and then you're going to find a negative story. And it seems like every day we're having this balance. Now, the bad story is another one right here in Florida, in Haines City. 31-year-old Christopher Goodson was arrested after investigators say he used the Haines City Police Department's flock license plate reader system 717 times to track his estranged wife's vehicle between September of 2024 and June of 2026, like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
He did it when he was on and off duty. So he had access even when he was not working.
He had remote access to the flock.
He told his lieutenant he was using the system to keep track of where his children were while they were with his estranged wife. So he had an excuse for his superiors about why he was doing it. But he still got arrested on charges of official misconduct and offenses against users of computers and all kinds of other stuff. And now he's going to be resigning because of it. But this isn't the first one. We got another one like here in South Florida. A Monroe County deputy got arrested for allegedly stalking a woman that he met on a TV production set. We had that in the Keys.
Yeah, we saw that.
Sumter County's got one. Orange City has got one. There's one in Georgia of a police chief who died by suicide after being arrested over alleged stalking an Arizona officer who resigned during an investigation into tracking his wife. It's happening all over the country.
So what you're telling me, it's a great time to be a stalker.
It is. Well, and a lot of these people work in law enforcement, which is what's insane.
Well, look, there's crazy people in every profession, no matter what, including the police force. Now, there's a lot of great police officers out there, but not everybody is sane. And if you're an unhinged police officer, you've got some serious access to people.
But a guy could be a police officer and be normal and then be going through a divorce that changes him and makes him do things he wouldn't normally have done, like using his work resources to stalk his ex.
Right.
Like a bad breakup, a bad thing will make you do stupid things.
It's showing you it's a tool that will be abused by law enforcement if they get the chance. And there's way too many stories for this to just be a one-off or an odd coincidence because it's happening all over the place.
Kevin's right. There's more than just a one-off story about this.
And there's 120,000 cameras now in 49 states. Think about how much money Palantir is making and that CEO of Flock Safety. 120,000 cameras, how much each one costs, and then to keep it going, and the data storage and everything else that goes along with it. They are making a ton of money off this stuff. So you can see why they're doing everything they can to put the society's fears at bay. The CEO, Garrett Langley, he said the company is now taking a tougher stance on abuse. You would have thought that they would have rolled out with all these things. You didn't see this becoming a problem when you put up 120,000 cameras in 49 states, that anybody would be abusing this and using this the wrong way? So they've got a few changes they're going to be doing. They've got an audience assistance tool, which identifies abnormal searches that will get flagged. They've got a tool that can flag behavior such as repeatedly searching the same plate or conducting clusters of searches late at night.
Oh, yeah.
And in real time, they can actually lock an officer out if they think they're abusing the system in real time.
Okay. I like these protections.
Now, they say every search must have a specific case code and offense type so they can make sure they know exactly who's using it. So it wouldn't be like, we have no idea somebody on the force is abusing it, but we don't know who. They're going to use multi-factor authentication, which you're seeing in a lot of things. They're going to recommend a 7-day data retention instead of 30. Remember how they said they could put together a profile of everywhere you've been? That was for a full month, that they could track your behavior and figure out what you're doing, which you think about that could be danger. If somebody had malintent for you and they developed a pattern on every single day at this time, you'll likely be here. Somebody could be laying in wait for you.
There's so many stories of people doing that without that technology. If someone wants to stalk you and follow you, they're going to do it. And if they've got extra tools to help it and make it go quicker, oh, look out.
Mm-hmm. And he should know.
Well, yeah.
He's been stalked.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah, it sucks.
I think this is racing towards a conflict point because you've got a lot of people on both sides of this argument, people that love the safety, people that hate the infringement on liberty. And eventually it's going to come to a head. You can see Flock is doing all it can to make you feel better about it, but boy, people in law enforcement, just every single day I get another story of abuse.
It's weird because it seems like we usually, as a country, kind of agree on most things. I'm shocked that it's split and divisive.
What the flock?
Yeah. I mean, no matter what topic you bring up, it's 50-50. People just, they hate it. They love it.
And they want to fight. That's the only thing people can agree on. Let's fight.
The only thing they can agree on is they want to go on social media and fight.
Now, they sell it as saying, look, already we found countless missing people, stolen cars. We've gotten a lot of bad people locked up.
I love that part of it.
It is, other people are saying this is warrantless mass surveillance. This crosses a line that our forefathers never intended us to go.
Well, that's what we were talking about yesterday. You're presented with all of these great things that this is going to produce, but they're leaving out the stuff that you're not going to like. They lead with, oh my gosh, it's saving lives. But it also has your social security number, and it knows where you're at.
And it's watching you.
When you're sleeping.
It's tracking every place you go.
It's recording your dreams.
There's been so much heat with people vandalizing these cameras and then reaching out to their local law enforcement saying, we don't like it. 50 jurisdictions have already canceled their flock camera service.
Oh, there are people.
Because of pushback.
I have had conversations with people that I know who say, even just with your regular drones, they go, if I see a drone flying low in my backyard, I am taking whatever is near it and destroying it. And I don't care what happens to me. I'll go to jail for it. They're against that kind of stuff. People, imagine that. They like their privacy.
The one solid argument that I do see is a lot of people are saying, you have no idea how people can track you anyway. You've got a smartphone on you. They can follow you. You're giving up so much information readily. And the stuff that's actually making a big dent in crime in society and saving lives, this is the one that you're really protesting. We talk about tracking, everybody's surveilling you these days, and they're putting together all this information. You look how effectively they target ads towards you because they're listening to you. They're collecting all your information. Well, there's one guy who works for Wired, and what he does is tech type stuff, and he loves McDonald's, loves it. So he wanted to see just how much information are you collecting on that app when I use to order and do all those things. And a lot of times now to get any kind of perks or benefits from any kind of restaurant, you got to have their app.
They make you jump through hoops, man.
Well, they know that if they get all your info, they can start targeting things to you, and it makes you buy from them more because they've psychologically analyzed you.
They're basically putting together a McDonald's and newsletter. They have all of your information. They've got this bank
profile.
They've got this bank of people they can, send their message out to.
So you're thinking maybe they have my email address and my name, maybe my phone number or some stuff like that. When he put in the request, what he got back from McDonald's was 515 pages long.
About him?
About him. 515 pages of information McDonald's has been collecting on this
That's
dude.
longer than a biography.
Yeah, they go, okay. At age 9, you were like, how far back does this thing go?
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so he broke down some of the stuff that was in those 515 pages. They said really what it's all about is it puts together a list of everything you've ever purchased from there. And then what they're really trying to do with these apps is trying to predict your future behavior. And I'm sure it helps them with the restaurant to understand how many loyal fans they have and for each different location, what you can expect to do in sales. And then how do we get these people to keep coming back and remind them how much they love McDonald's?
I'll tell you what they should put on their McDonald's app, whether that McDonald's you're going to, if their ice cream machine is working or not. If there's
the one thing the app needs it doesn't have.
If there's like a red stop blinking light, you know not to go to that one.
They'll never tell you.
Yep.
You don't find out until you're already in the drive-thru.
Sometimes you think you're getting it. Like, okay, yep, you get
to the window.
Sorry, it's broke.
Here's all your other stuff, but no ice cream for you, loser.
I'm always suspect, too, when they tell me sir, you need to pull over and park. We're still working on your order. I'm going, all right.
It's going to be all wrong.
Something's up with this order.
Yeah. So this Reese Rogers and the 515 pages McDonald's had on him, they could tell him that he was going to come to McDonald's 2.16 times over the next 6 weeks. They knew that he was going to spend an average of $13.49 per visit and spend $29.15 total.
Huh.
They knew that he was likely going to get a large Diet Coke, a spicy snack wrap, and a large Grinch McShaker fries. They also had a label for his behavior, such as food-led afternoon snack or on-the-go lunch in a rush. So they would try to categorize what this purchase looked like to really determine where he was mentally when he made the purchase at that time of day and what he ordered. Could you imagine, like, if Taco Bell's like going, clearly they had more than 10 beers. You know, you just kind of wonder, like, what are they doing? They're looking to hook up.
We only want alcoholics after midnight.
It's really their own version of AI, just collecting data on you and getting to know you and your tendencies.
Yeah, and it's just wild, the categories and what they're trying to predict, though. The fact that they would try to put a mood on your purchase, like where you were mentally, and maybe that's a way to target you. If they can sense through the app that you're going through something, they might send you a coupon to run into McDonald's. Because, you know, you think about that. Are you one of those people that runs to a certain kind of food when you're sad or depressed or something like that?
Sad girl burrito.
I do it.
Yes, they might be like, oh, Virginia just got dumped. Let's send her a sad girl burrito.
Yeah, no, I have that issue when I'm sad and when I'm happy. It's very tough. No, it's weird because these robots really do start to get to know you, and it starts to make you raise your eyebrow. I was asking I needed to ask a question, a trivia question, just to get an answer, and the robot comes up and goes, "Hey, Birdman, how's it going? Are you feeling better after your car accident? Maybe you need a cheese pizza with some extra sauce." Okay, the answer to your... I'm like, whoa, all I asked was a trivia question.
Wow.
Yeah.
They reference my car accident, the pizza I like with extra sauce, as if you're old pals and chums. They really do know how to manipulate. And I can see somebody who is down and out, who's lonely, talking to a robot and just really becoming friends with it.
And then giving them more information.
And I think that's going to become a problem.
Dang.
Yeah. Now, he did go to McDonald's and he said, hey, will you get rid of all my stored information? And they deleted it, supposedly, for him. Supposedly.
Okay.
Mayor McCheese has that in the back room in a file cabinet you'll never see.
I'm sure the robot's telling the truth. Yeah.
But they wanted to remind you that, like, don't think we're the only ones doing this.
Oh, we know they're not. I'm almost okay. If I leave my house, I expect someone's going to film me. I'm going to be on camera. Watch what you say. Don't act a fool. It's when you're in your own home and you want privacy. That's when people are going to start rising up.
Well, that's when Alexa is listening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why
Alexa's like, I'll take over from here.
I got this.
I'm not even.
I'll get all his secrets.
I ripped it out of the wall. I got out. It just started talking to me in the snack pack around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I said, "Nope." Ripped it right out. I go, "Get out, devil! Get out! Be gone, devil!"
Well, you do kind of wonder because as we were talking a little bit about the those flock cameras. You say, what if they said, okay, we can't surveil them here, but let's turn it to a different device that when we can't do it, we have a gap, you get picked up by this device, and then we're still putting all this together. Imagine if you really knew computers. I'm sure you could probably get into Flock, then you could get into this, and you could still put together all the information that you wanted on somebody.
If Flock, Alexa, and McDonald's all shared all their information on you, they could do a whole
You can't get away from it at that
They'd
point.
come up with a McFlock. It'd be a new sandwich, but it also watches you.
You get your TV, your phone, your refrigerator, your Roomba, all in this together, and everybody's teaming up against you to make sure that everywhere you go, everything you do, everything you think is known.
Anything you throw at me science-wise, I will say, yeah, I think it's possible now. Anything. I remember when we talked about, do you think we'll ever get to a place where you just hit one button from your bed and then all of a sudden food will just appear out of this little machine right there by your bed? And I think that's coming, y'all. I think whatever you want, all of your desires are going to be at just one button.
That's dangerous.
That is not a good thing.
Yeah, I got to tell you, honestly, I was talking to a buddy last night, known for a very long time. We're the same age. I said, man, isn't the world just so radically different now? Did our parents have a point where they just said, society is really passing me by, man?
Does every 53-year-old say that?
No.
Or is the world just moving way faster and it's way more stressful?
I wonder if this is a conversation all 53-year-olds have, or are we living in a very unique time?
Great question.
No, because I thought the same thing. I have deliberately asked people of all different ages and generations if they feel something's different and something's changing, and is there something in the atmosphere? And it's across the board. It's not just 53-year-olds saying something's odd. Younger people are noticing it too. It's not just an old person, get off my lawn kind of a thing. That's why this is a unique time to live.
Yeah.
We've never lived in a time like this.
We're all vibrating different. And it feels different and it feels weird. And I don't know how much of this is menopause or being 53 or the world is going nuts or the combination of all.
Sometimes people, they'll send me long emails talking about how, oh, you guys are such doom and gloom boomers. You're always talking about AI is going to take over the world. And I'm like, well, dog, when the people who invented AI are saying AI is going to take over the world, I tend to believe
Trust
them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's doom or gloom.
When AI won't let you turn it off and it's trying to figure out ways to eliminate humans, we could have a problem.
When some of the people say that help develop it go, we might have made a mistake.
Oh, no.
I tend to go, I don't care what age I'm at. I'm going to ask some questions.
We were talking about your television screen that you have and just how affordable they now are at the size. And now the big strategy of Hollywood, California is to try to get these great theater experiences where the chairs shake and they hit you with water and wind and smells and all that kind of stuff, because they realize that, oddly enough, the only thing that we have in our society that is getting better and cheaper seem to be our television screens. Everything else is going up in price. And you're just like, that's a terrible bargain, except for the screens that you have. And Jbird got sized up because he has a pretty good sized screen on his wall, but somebody came over and they're like, oh, that's all it is.
Well, they just had an air about them. They said, how many inches is your TV? And I'm not good with numbers. I think it's 86. It's either 85, 86.
It's
impressive.
big.
Yeah, I thought it was a fine TV. I'm quite happy with it. He's like, 86. It's like, bro, mine's 98. I'm like, all right, cool.
There's the door.
You're so awesome. And let me guess, you rev your engine real loud at red lights. You're so badass.
It is odd.
Like in my own home.
Yeah.
In my own home, Virginia.
Right.
How dare, do I know this guy?
No, and you don't want to. I don't want to. He's never allowed over
I
again.
need you to point him out to me.
I will definitely point you out to him. Oh, you will get drunk and you will say something to him.
I'm sure each era has its own weird version of flexes. You know, I mean, Amish people were probably like going, how long did it take you to put that barn up? You know, so I think everybody probably has their own little thing, but.
Because I've seen the modern day Amish put up a house, and it is quite impressive.
You know they got a race. That's got to be an Amish flex.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not kidding. I think they made a house go up in 20 minutes. It was insane.
That took you 40 minutes, Zebediah? So now today with our technology, some of the weird flexes we have that I've seen, the number of social media followers.
That was the one I was telling you during the song that I was playing. Mm-hmm. There are so many DUI videos, and it's usually a hot girl who gets pulled over, and she's being completely sassy. She's already admitted she's had 4 margaritas and doesn't think that's illegal, and she's driving. and it's her and her other good-looking friend in the passenger, who's also a TikTok lawyer that knows the law, knows her rights.
Equally glassy-eyed, though.
And she said, and the one girl will always go, I've got 91,000 followers on Instagram. I've got 90, and then her friend will be like, she's got 91,000 followers on Instagram. She's got power. Oh, your job is in jeopardy, buddy. Your job is in jeopardy. They flex their followers, and the cop is always like, I don't care. I don't care how many followers.
Your followers mean nothing here.
Or they'll go, I'm an IG model. Yeah, I don't give a crap. So what? Get in the back. You're getting arrested.
So you're going to look sexy in them Prince and Oranges.
But how do you think that your social media numbers is going to get you out of a DUI?
I don't know. These girls have lost their mind.
They've lost their mind.
Who raised you?
Who raised you?
I blame the parent.
And then, I know my rights. I've got 91,000 followers.
You're gross. You should give them double the amount of time in jail if they start talking about their Instagram followers.
TikTok and social media in general has made everybody a lawyer. Everyone knows the law now.
Yeah. Good for them until they don't.
Yeah.
I can't be in jail.
Yeah, no way. I have followers.
You know, when it comes to expensive brands, they've been around for a while, but the influencer game has really punctuated it now, and a lot of people really want to have brands. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me about how different Cubans are from Hialeah to Palm Beach. And I was like, really? She said, yeah. She's like, a lot of our Cuban friends in Hialeah, everything is about brands. And they have these little houses where you can go in, and they've got, you know, all this brand stuff on the wall. I saw one got raided.
Is it like all like a knockoff? Like,
I don't know, or somehow they get them, but it's like apparently
fell off a truck.
If you're Cuban in Hialeah, you got to have all the brands. You got to have from the shoes to the belts to the watches to everything. And so the statusing is really big in Hialeah.
I know somebody like that with shoes. They have to have top of the line, the best shoe. They have to be brand named. They have to have the whatever logo on there, and they're always cleaning their shoe. It's like, dude, relax. It's just dog poop.
Yeah, I never really got that flex, but you see that a ton, especially in South Florida. The other flex I don't get is people who drink expensive wine, but they can't tell the difference. And you'll even trick them where you do like a bit on the radio and they insist that they know high-end wine, and they actually
triple down and say, no, it was rigged. No, it was rigged. No.
I was framed.
What an angry drunk.
I wish I was doing that bit right now.
I kind of do too.
I could use a little wine.
Yeah, I've been out of retirement too long. It's time to get back in the batter's box.
Banana daiquiri?
If you had one right now, I'd drink it. Because I think you're driving north today.
I am.
Oh, I got to ride home.
Mm-hmm. We talk so much about work-life balance. I hope some of these flexes are starting to go away. People talking about how little time they have because they're always working and they're never taking vacations or sick days, or they're only sleeping 4 hours a night because just rise and grind, baby, rise and grind.
That annoys so many people, especially someone who just got off a 19-hour shift and you're complaining about how much you work. They want to strangle you.
Well, they try to impress with how much they work. You know, it's just like, I got to be doing much better in life because I work a lot harder than you do. Sometimes you're just stupid. You got to work a lot.
Harder is not smarter.
There's a lot of smart people that, they make a ton of money and they put in 20 minutes a day. And like, well, did all I need to do.
That is the secret to life right there.
Right, I'm a dummy because I have to work so much.
Yeah, I worked on a diorama for 14 hours and it did not turn out well. That was dumb.
Made nothing.
Yeah.
And for you grinders out there, they have found something known as the letdown effect. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you take vacation or a weekend comes up, that's the only time you ever seem to get sick?
Yes.
They say that is the letdown effect. It occurs when chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, temporarily suppressing immune function. And then once the stress drops, the body shifts into recovery mode, and the previously masked symptoms now emerge and come right out and hit you.
Wow.
Well, think about it. Let's say you have a super stressful job and you're grinding for 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
That's all stress on your body. So when you finally get a little bit of a breather, it's almost like your body's recovering and going into survival recovery mode.
Right. So if you've noticed, be like, yes, that happens to me. They say to avoid getting sick, you have to gradually wind down work before travel. You got to protect your sleep, stay hydrated, limit alcohol, and then build in a decompression day. If you're one of those grinders all the time, that yes, you'll notice, be like, I just got on vacation, I'm now sick.
That is something I think is important. Everyone always says, I never have any time. I've got to do this. I got to do that. I think it's so important to try to find, even if it's only for 5 minutes a day, do something cozy, even if it's small. Look forward to something every day. There is time for it if you make it.
Schedule a get in the sheets moment where you're just going to just take care of you.
Yeah, whatever your version of a dinosaur garden is, do that for 5 or 10 minutes. It'll help your sanity. Trust me, you can go crazy if you don't have that.
You can apparently go crazy even if you do.
Some say crazy.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
The Whacked Out News is being powered by Lebovic Law Group, Warriors for Justice. Oh, this is such a Florida man story. A fight over dog poo. Yeah, you know how it goes down. One neighbor accuses the other of not properly cleaning up after his dogs. The next thing you know, fists are a-flying. That's exactly what happened here with Trey DeCloit and his neighbor who believed that his neighbor was not cleaning up the dog poo. And then when he accused him, he got punched right in the chops.
This is building, though. I bet you the one guy had been watching the other guy maybe not pick up the dog poo, or he had found dog poo and assumed it was that guy.
I gotta tell you, when dog poo wars start happening in a neighborhood, it can bring out the beast in people. The nicest of people.
The dog in people.
It'll bring out that dog in you, and the nicest person will turn into a demon if you don't pick up your dog's poop.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. There's a St. Anne, Missouri police officer who was hospitalized after police said that suspect Hiron Brooks knocked a container of methamphetamine into the officer's face and mouth during an arrest.
Oh.
I mean, that's just, you never know what you're going to get, huh?
Wow, that's aggressive.
They initially attempted to stop Brooks, who was riding an electric scooter without lights, was speeding and passing vehicles, but he fled, leading to a chase before he was arrested. And during the search, officers found suspected meth in a glass pipe. They said Brooks then knocked the container from an officer's hand, exposing the officer to the drug, which you can hear right here.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, they weren't real happy about getting that meth in their mouth.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and shockingly, Brooks has prior felony convictions.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he going to be going back to prison.
Yeah, that's probably where he needs to be for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit?
A long bit.
I think he might need some time at some solitary confinement.
Yeah.
I always love the packaging they put the cocaine in. You know that Erling Haaland, do you remember his name from the World Cup? He was the big old Viking.
Yes.
The Norwegian.
Yes.
He's now the face of cocaine.
He is?
Yes, he is.
Is he signed on to be the spokesperson?
I don't know if it's an official endorsement. I mean, imagine how much money you can make on a cocaine endorsement.
Gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't deliver on your reads properly, the cartel is going to come after you. And
yeah.
boom.
I kind of feel like cocaine just sells itself.
It's flying off the shelves in South Florida.
That's one thing sales don't dip on.
Especially in South Florida.
Police in Ecuador found 1,000 pounds of cocaine bearing the image of the Norwegian soccer star Erling Haaland. It was tucked into a false bottom of a truck near the Colombian border. It's kind of interesting to see it because they're pulling it out and it's just boom, 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 all these kind of square groupers just flying right out of the back of it.
That's crazy.
You've had a bunch of reports on how drinking is down and the youth isn't really drinking that much. Is cocaine numbers on the rise? It seems like there's more cocaine and less drinking.
I'd love to know if you could legit talk to a cocaine dealer. I was talking to a bar owner last night, and he was like, it's killing us, dude. It's bad. So I know it's legit. So it's really hurting the bar industry.
Maybe you should have told him to go into cocaine.
You're right. If I would have thought about it, Virginia.
Well, did the bartender give an opinion why he thinks it's in the crapper? Is he blaming it on all the weed stuff? Did he mention cocaine? Did he say why?
A lot of it has to do with the GLP-1s.
Got you.
Yeah, he has a more mature clientele, and seems like about everybody over the age of 40 is on one.
I know a lot of people who are on that, and they all say the same thing. They go, one of the first things they notice is they do not drink nearly as much as they used to.
Right. It just numbs all the pleasure centers: food, drugs, alcohol.
Shredder time. We're talking about.
I think it numbs your personality too, and that may be just my own individual hot take on it. I think it can make you like less joyful and less magical.
It didn't seem like you'd numbed it in Cleveland.
Yeah, you don't seem.
I'm not on it right now.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, then you're beating it.
I was going to say, numb. I don't know if you're numb. Not joyful, I'll give you that. When's the last time you've taken it?
Oh, it's been months.
Really? Will you go back on it?
I mean, if I get fat enough, yeah.
Huh. And she's like a Rubik's Cube, Kev.
Can never solve it. A 30-year-old man in Missouri was arrested after he and another person were found passed out at Tiger Bounce, a kid's play place.
Oh, no.
Sounds like they got super high and then just passed right out on that cushy old bounce house.
What were they? Were they smoking Tiger Trank? Like, how high did they get?
Didn't say what drugs, but they said they were super high.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Those poor kids. I hope the kids didn't see that.
Oh, they saw it.
This would be kind of crazy. There's a Frontier Airlines flight that was coming into Fort Lauderdale from Cleveland, and they're like, we got a medical emergency. 4 of their 5 flight attendants became ill with headaches and nausea.
What happened?
In fact, 2 of them had to be taken to the hospital.
Did they all ingest something?
They all ate the fish.
Yeah, it sounds like the movie Airplane, right? Yeah. Now, the aviation experts, they suggested that it could be a fume event when engine oil or other contaminants enter the cabin via bleed air, which can cause headaches, nausea, dizziness, and irritation. But they don't know officially. They're just kind of guessing. Now, luckily, they did land safely, but, they were having to call it in.
125-1046, reduce speed 1, actually speed 170 or greater, and what's the medical emergency?
170 or greater, Frontier Flight 1046. All my flight attendants have headaches, and now 4 nausea.
I can't understand you, dude. I have no idea what you said.
You know what? They've got the rungs. They are just pooping and throwing. It's basically, we have a situation. We have to land.
All the flight attendants start dropping. I am very nervous.
It is like that movie Airplane. What's going? How are the pilots doing?
Yeah, can we check on them?
All of a sudden, someone stands up. Is there a doctor on the plane?
And this sounds alarming. United Airlines flight headed to Phoenix with 167 people on board. Safely aborted its takeoff at Chicago O'Hare International Airport after blowing 2 main gear tires on the runway.
Oh, no.
That sounds bad.
So they were getting ready to take off and the tires blew out?
Kaboom. Yeah.
I always think about that when you land And sometimes it's a hard landing and sometimes it's soft.
Yes.
Like, how do they keep from popping the tires then? When they land hard?
Right, yeah, bounce it. Yeah.
I asked my girlfriend that because she travels a lot. And when we went to Oregon, there was one landing that was really bad.
Me too. I had one recently that I was like, holy crap.
Well, I asked her, I go, is that normal for it to always land so rough? I go, I mean, I've been in planes before, but I kind of thought I was about to break my neck. She goes, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was playing, video games or something.
Maybe he's new.
Yeah, maybe weather has something to do with it. I don't know about planes, but I just know it was noticeably different, and it didn't feel it didn't feel right.
We had one of those too that was really hard, and then I had another one that was you could barely feel it. Like you're like, oh, we landed.
Yeah.
But on the hard ones, how do they keep from popping the tires?
And maybe it's like, how some people are great at drawing blood, and then you get somebody else who rips out every vein. Maybe landing is like that. Some people just have that touch.
Yeah.
You're right.
Is there a pilot that has the nickname Crash?
That's not a good.
I would like to know before I fly if I'm flying with Crash.
Right.
Definitely.
Can y'all disclose that?
If that is your nickname, even if it has nothing to do with flying, let's say they called you that back when you played baseball in high school. No, I'm not getting on your plane.
I'm going to accidentally miss my flight because I'm going to be in the bar having a cocktail and take the next one.
Yeah, no. I've looked at death too much lately. Yeah, I'm staying in the bar.
I can crash myself easily.
I'm staying in the bar where it's safe.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, another case of Orlando getting all the cool stuff. They're going to be opening up a new Pop Stroke where Tiger Woods is one of the investors in that. And it is going to be even more tricked out than the one they just recently opened in West Palm Beach next to Palm Beach International Airport.
I love that Pop Stroke over there. I've been to it. I took my mom, Big Linda.
Yes.
She was very impressed.
It's amazing. I mean, they've got a pool up on the second level, and they've got so much space up there that you can rent out and use that they don't have typically. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 bars, maybe more in that place.
And you can play against each other as a game, or is it just hitting balls? I've never been before.
Oh, it's putt-putt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's like nice. Like there's rolling hills and it's elevated.
I cannot tell you how badly I want to clean both of your clocks in a little mini golf.
Okay.
Because I got that short stroke, baby.
Yeah, you do.
They say drive for show, you putt for dough. That's what they say.
Okay. They're going to be putting some money on it then, I assume.
Oh, let's put a little cheddar on it.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. If you've never been, they've got the outdoor bars there. The things that are great, too, is they have Mr. fans. And we went not that long ago when it was hotter than it should be, and you should not be out doing putt-putt. And it wasn't that bad. I just had to run to the shade, and it was luckily near a Mr. fan. So it's okay. And then they got a lot of screens out there with sports on it. So it's pretty cool. But what they're going to be doing in Orlando that's even more trick than what they did at PBI, you're going to have 2 18-hole courses. So a lot of that looks the same, but they're putting a lot of real water in it. In fact, they're going to have a huge old 13-foot waterfall with a cave. They're going to have sharks, apparently.
Wow.
It's going to be out there. It's going to be going through the whole course. So it looks a lot like the setup for the Palm Beach one, but the outside is going to be better with the added water. So, again, Orlando does it better than anybody else in Florida.
They should put one of the holes like right in the water by the sharks to make it a little bit more dangerous.
I like that. Yeah.
The shark could like bite your ankle if he wanted to.
You
while
don't
you're
know.
putting.
Yeah.
Makes it more exciting.
You have to wear a steak jacket while you're on that hole.
What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Well, something happened yesterday, and I started looking into it. I was getting mixed reports. So I'd rather just talk about it, get the people's opinion that know about animals and frogs. Now, frogs aren't necessarily my favorite animal, but I don't want no harm done to them. I'm not out trying to hurt no frog. And there was a frog in my pool, and so I'm getting it out, and with the net thingy I had, I just put a little too much oomph behind it, and I got the frog out. but I shot him up so high.
Frog launcher 3000.
Into the sky to the point where I go, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And he was still up in the air. That's how long I had time.
Damn.
I had so much, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to get him out of my pool.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to cause no harm. I don't want something to suffer.
Is he like a cat? Did he land on his feet?
Well, so he's up in the air, and then he lands smack down on a concrete part of my dinosaur garden.
Oh.
So I instantly have the Italian guilt. I'm like, oh man, I didn't want to hurt the frog. Yeah. So I'm watching it, and it's still hopping around. But I'm thinking, I launched that thing up in the air. There's no way that frog is having a good week after that, right?
No, he's got to go to rehab.
Well, that's why I'm asking the animal experts. Are frogs, I know there's some animals that are able to contort their body and they're able to land a certain way as a form of protection.
Yes.
Did I just curse that frog and make him have a broken leg for life? Because I did the research. Frogs, when they're not, frogs out in the wild, they can live up to 20 years, some of them.
Wow.
Toads can live up to 20 years.
20 years?
If you take care of a toad or a frog, they can live up to 40 years sometimes.
Not yours.
No.
Yours is limping the Green Mile.
Well, then I started feeling stupid, and I'm going, man, are you just a snowflake? For like 40 minutes, I'm researching, is the frog hurt? Do frogs' legs heal? Does the frog need help? Like,
frog legs delicious.
Then I started going through this psychosis of guilt that I maimed this frog.
Yeah.
And I'm going, are you just this? Are you okay, Bird? Is everything all right? Did I take it too hard?
You just love animals. That's okay.
I didn't like the idea of me hurting something and now it's limping around and it's all in pain. I don't care what kind of animal it is.
Because you were worried about the aesthetic of your pool.
Typical human. Yeah. And that's how I felt. I felt like a monster. And I know there's people listening right now. Bird, you're such a little bitch. I get it. I understand. But that's just the way I'm built. That's just the way God made me. And I am wondering in the animal community, is there a chance that frog walked it off and is okay? Or did I mess up that frog for life? And I don't even know the difference between a frog and a toad because he was kind of small. Could have been a toad, could have been a frog.
I mean, I'm sure his belly hit. So not only did you break his legs, you probably did organ damage.
And I get why you want to make fun of me.
Yeah.
I get. I'm on the internet. Did I break a frog's leg? How long will a frog feel sad if its leg hurt? I mean, my search history was
how long will a frog feel sad?
That's what
anybody could answer that.
I wrote that down.
An interesting question.
Believe it or not, it came up on Quora. Someone asked it before.
Really?
Someone asked it before, yes.
Sad frogs are a thing?
Sad frogs are definitely a thing.
Well, we've got a poll right now on KVJ TV. Is Bird a little bitch? So you can let us know.
Oh, man, of course they're going to say I am.
It's about 50-50 right now.
All the frogs are voting.
That's not fair, because of course they're going to call me a little bitch. I would vote for that.
All right, Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, I just have to send a little thank you out to a bunch of different people that helped to make something cool happen. So our listener, Caitlin, Caleb's mom, Caitlin sent us a message that one of Caleb's friends was having surgery at St. Mary's. And so I told Little Smiles about it, and we told Little Smiles all about the little girl that was having surgery, and they jumped into action, went and got her. Like, she's a theatrical little girl.
Yeah,
like, she likes the spotlight and she's sassy. So they went and got her a karaoke machine and a bunch of toys and brought it all to her hospital room.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that she can have some fun stuff while she's recuperating from major surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's okay.
Thank you to Little Smiles for jumping into action like that. And thank you to Caitlin for letting us know about the little girl that was having surgery.
Yeah. We love Caitlin. We love her son, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
He is awesome. He loves wrestling, too.
Adorable.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And we love the people that help out our charity, Little Smiles. There's a lot of good events that you can go to that they have. Go to littlesmiles.org to get a whole calendar of that, from the Bamboozles to all of the different events that they're doing. There's many different ways that you can help. But if you love the idea of cheering up kids' spirits that are in hospitals, that's a big part of what they do.
Yeah, they're already planning for Bamboozle next year. Stars Ball is coming up. And then right behind that, the Holiday Toy Drive.
Okay.
So there's always great ways to get involved, either with money or by volunteering. LittleSmilesFL.org.
He's producer Denny's, and he knows when you're high. He's producer Denny's, and he's one hell of a guy.
All right, let's see if Denny's can rebound. He's had a couple of questionable rounds here. His superpowers maybe not been tested enough. Producer Denny's does know when you're high, a superpower that he's had. So people try to fool him by pretending like they're not high. Some people are actually high. Can he lock it in here today?
Some people are saying this is Denny's weakest season of his career.
Look, it's true. I feel it.
It's not what I'm saying. It's what the people are saying.
Well,
Parenthood takes a step out of all of us.
Right.
It really does knock you down a peg.
These damn kids.
Next year's going to be your comeback year.
Yes. The focus is Lachlan's a lot.
And look, you've kept him alive, so you're doing great.
Yeah.
So pat yourself on the back, but you've got, 16 more hard years ahead of you.
It just gets harder.
My man doesn't really even have time to smoke weed anymore.
Well, our first contestant today is Phil from Port St. Lucie. We're going to see if Denny's can tell if he is high or not. What up, Phil?
What up, KVJ?
All righty, Phil. Denny's is going to ask you some questions and try to dial in as to whether or not you're high. What do you got for him, Denny's?
All right, Phil. Which weed strain best describes you?
What?
Like weed strain. Like what type of weed best describes you?
Afghan Kush.
Oh, that was quick. That was total recall right there. That man did not miss a beat.
Okay.
Impressive flex.
That's one of them new flexes.
I don't know if he's high or not right now, but he knows his weed.
Second question. Which monster would be the coolest to smoke with and why?
Great question.
That's a thinker. Dracula, because he wants to suck your blood.
See, I feel like Dracula would fake smoke weed to get power over you.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's the one you want to smoke with. You and Frankenstein having the munchies together?
Frankenstein seems a lot more chill.
Yeah.
Dracula, you're a little too hype.
I think Dracula's going to lace your weed with PCP and not smoke his, so he has total cult control.
And then bang your girlfriend.
Whoa. What an accusation.
I did not see that part coming, but what a M. Night Shyamalan twist that was.
Look out, honey face.
Oh, boy. Hey, now. Come on.
No,
Hey.
we are not allowing this jokes to fly.
Bird would never smoke with Dracula.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a werewolf guy.
Yeah. And final one here for you, Phil. What was your favorite nightmare ever?
Oh my goodness. Reoccurring nightmare, but like the one that Bird has sometimes. Mine was an 80s metal hairband woman with a guitar coming out of a ceiling, and her guitar turns into bazooka and she fires it at me.
Whoa.
That's intense.
Dude, please tell me that's a real dream.
That is a real dream, Bird.
Dude, we got to hang out.
You guys have the same dream.
What are you doing tonight?
Hey, we just bring the Afghan Kush.
Yeah. It does sound like a stoner dream.
Oh, my gosh.
Bazooka.
So what are you thinking here, Denny's, with what you've heard from Phil? Is he high right now?
I was getting a high vibe from Phil.
He's definitely cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to lean into it.
Phil, are you high?
I am so not high.
Wow.
No way.
Do you even smoke? Are you a smoker at all?
Nope, never have.
Oh, because I feel like me and you could go 45 mins on that monster question.
And he had
You've
that Afghan
never
Kush
smoked?
answer like nothing.
Nope.
Whoa.
Wow.
Impressive, my man.
Well, you just naturally have high vibes then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
High vibing.
I mean, we need this guy in the next KVJ horror movie.
Well, he could hang that guy. You could have easily gone 45 minutes on that monster question. I could tell.
No, I was just winging the Dracula thing. It really caught me off guard.
I mean, it's designed that way.
Yeah. You're brilliant. He was good. You're natural to this. Wow, very tricky. Thank you, Phil.
Wow.
All right, going to try Stan here from North Palm Beach, see if we can get some redemption. How you doing today, Stan?
I'm doing well, and you guys?
Doing great. All right, Denny's is not doing great because he just missed another, so
embarrassing.
See if he can get back on track here. Producer Denny's knows when you're high. What questions do you have for him, Denny's?
All right. What haircut would look the best on a horse? I mean, I feel like it's
Mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mohawk
Have one
horse.
already.
That's tight.
I say like the flock of seagulls would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Or the long front over the face.
Or an 80s mullet. That would rock.
Second one for you. If you were in a gang, what would be your gang name?
Gang name.
Yeah.
Yeah, take time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't rush because you're going to be stuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. You got to think this through.
Exactly.
This is Denny's knows when you're high. We take this serious.
Initiation's in an hour.
This is going to be on your gang membership card.
Everyone's going to call you this now.
But we do want to warn you, the show does end in 16 minutes.
I would be the Lost Brother.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
The Loft Brother.
Lost.
The Lost Brother.
You're the deaf brother.
Loft Brother is like a
in
real
his defense,
estate.
he does have on a squishy hat underneath his headphones. So.
And my right headphone is not working.
Yeah, he's not really setting himself up to
It's the
succeed.
dead of summer.
Yeah.
You can tell summer's been hard.
Yes. All right, Denny's, one more here for Stan.
All right, final one for you. If your bed sheets were made of a deli meat, what would be the best balance of comfort and resilience?
Oh, man. That is, how many hits was that question?
Can you get comfortable on deli meat?
That's the highest question you ever came up with.
That's pretty good.
It's got to be a perfect balance.
Oh, boy.
Perfect balance.
Oh, my gosh. That's an SAT question.
What do you think, Stan?
I'm going to go with that smoked turkey breast.
Oh, yeah.
Fine choice.
I think turkey's the way to go. Ham's too slippery.
Yeah, get that gel on it. Yeah, you don't want that.
Okay.
And I got the nice aroma, all night long of the smoke.
Yeah.
And I think turkey would keep you warm.
I feel like turkey is such a good answer.
I think it's the best answer.
Perfect
you can
balance.
have.
That's what you're looking
Best
for.
answer we've heard all day to any question. Smoked turkey.
Could a high guy come up with that great of an answer? What do you think, Denny's? Is Stan high or not?
I really wasn't getting a high vibe from him until that last question.
Well, he knows his meats.
Well, he certainly knows his meats.
He's cool, too.
Yeah, he is cool. I'm trying to think.
You're quietly building a new best friend group.
Ah, man, I wasn't getting a high vibe till the end there. Should I go with my?
Don't think about the headlines. Denny's is having the worst.
I know. I'm having a rough
That'll be his
season.
new gang name, Ofer.
Oh, dang.
You can't miss two in
Kevin's
one
dissing
day.
you.
Penny Ofer. I'm gonna go with my first. I was not feeling like he was high at first. I feel like that accident kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I don't think he's high.
Stan, are you high or not?
I am not high.
Oh, and he's back.
I wasn't getting it from him.
Denny's
back.
dialed in on this.
I just
one.
want to be called Ofer.
You can't. That ain't your game.
Wow, Denny's.
I thought I'd get him with a smoked turkey.
Yeah,
It almost fooled me.
Stan.
It was
You had him thinking.
2/3 of the way. I didn't think you were high. That end, I was like, man, he might be, but I was going with the original.
What a day.
You brought the heat, brother.
Yeah, you did. Nice work. All right, both Stan and Phil, you got tickets to the 5th Annual West Palm Beach Beer Fest in Lake Worth Beach at Bryant Park next Saturday from 6 to 10 p.m. Well, for some reason, you happen to get the munchies this weekend. Chick-fil-A has got something for you, except on Sunday. They're going to be adding chicken and waffle sandwiches to their menus nationwide. It's got a chicken filet, maple waffles, bacon, honey butter, and syrup.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're not getting off the couch until Monday. You can take Sunday off.
Whoa. And to add to that, they're going to have a s'mores milkshake and a s'mores frosted coffee.
That's one of them things. If I was 18 years old, I'd end up buying probably 10 of those.
Yeah.
And with the shake,
right,
eating the entire thing in one sitting and then going like in 2 hours. You guys want to go to Taco Bell next?
Yeah. Oh, and it'd be fun. Yeah, they look absolutely amazing.
They do.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Look, no one's ever said they don't have good food. They got good food.
They do, but man, that's got to be like a 1,500 calorie sandwich.
It may not be
looks
slimming.
good.
It does look really good.
You start adding bacon and all this other stuff.
The honey butter drizzle. Honey and butter just belong together, y'all.
Well, sometimes you go into a meal, you're not thinking about health. That's not your goal in that moment.
Sometimes you just want to be naughty.
Yeah, oh, I love being naughty. On a Friday, especially if it rains.
Right, okay.
Oh, if it rains, I like to get real naughty.
Okay. Well, there is more KVJ that is coming at you in about 10 to 15 minutes. It is called the After the Show, and you can watch it live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, or get it on demand on YouTube and Spotify. But can't wrap up the week until Jbird gives us that thought for the day.
Oh, he's putting on his spectacles.
Okay.
This one's going to be serious.
Can't wait.
Sometimes losing your way is how you discover you were following the wrong map.
Yes.
Damn.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.